All right, so everyone's talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum and this quantum computing thing that's going to turn everything upside down.
Yeah, it's a big topic.
But the real question is, in a world with actual quantum computers, which crypto is safer, Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Well, the fascinating thing is they're both built on this idea of being practically unhackable.
Right.
But quantum computing could completely change that.
Okay, so just to make sure we're all starting on the same page.
Yeah, good idea.
Bitcoin is that digital gold everyone's always talking about.
Exactly.
The decentralized immutable ledger that tracks transactions.
Right.
And then you have Ethereum, which is more like a platform for all kinds of applications using these smart contracts. And they both use really complex cryptography.
Oh, yeah, very complex.
To keep things secure.
Exactly. And that's where the problem comes in.
So is that what's vulnerable to quantum computers?
Well, that cryptography, specifically what's called elliptic curve cryptography.
Okay.
Or ECC.
ECC.
It's been the gold standard for security in the digital world.
Right.
But quantum computers really do change everything.
Yeah, they seem to be a big game changer.
Totally. It's like, imagine a computer so powerful it can solve problems exponentially faster.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Exponentially faster.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean?
So think about it like this.
Okay.
A problem that would take a normal computer thousands of years to solve, a quantum computer could crack in seconds.
No way.
Yeah. And that's where that announcement from Google comes in, that quantum supremacy thing. They showed this isn't just science fiction anymore.
So this is starting to sound a little scary.
Yeah.
So what does this speed difference mean for Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Right. So both of them rely on this ECC.
Okay.
Which we said has been considered incredibly secure until now. Yeah, because quantum computers could use something called Shor's algorithm.
Okay, back up for a sec.
Sure.
What is Shor's algorithm?
Okay. So Shor's algorithm is this mathematical formula
Okay.
that when it's run on a quantum computer can basically find the keys to unlock the encryption that protects your crypto.
So it's like this master key that can open any door.
Exactly.
So someone could just steal my Bitcoin or my Ethereum.
Potentially, yeah.
Just by solving some math problem really fast.
Right. And that's why this whole debate about Bitcoin versus Ethereum in the quantum age is so important.
Okay, well, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So Bitcoin, it's praised for being super stable, resistant to change. But could that be its downfall here?
Well, that's the big question.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's strength is in its immutability, like that unchangeable nature of its code.
Right.
But that also makes it really hard to upgrade it.
Or adapt to new threats.
Okay, so if we need to change Bitcoin's code to protect it from these quantum computers, that's going to be a huge undertaking.
Exactly. And the decision-making process within the Bitcoin community is notoriously slow and complex.
Oh, wow.
To agree on any changes takes time, time that we might not have in this race against quantum computing.
So as quantum computers get more powerful, it's going to be harder for Bitcoin to adapt.
It exacts.
And people could lose faith in it.
Right. Imagine the headlines. Quantum computers crack Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah. That would be bad.
It would undermine the whole idea of Bitcoin being safe.
Right. Its whole value.
Yeah, its whole value proposition.
Okay, so Bitcoin's got a tough road ahead.
It does.
Now, what about Ethereum?
All right. So
it uses a similar type of cryptography.
It does.
So it's facing that same threat.
The same threat.
But is there anything that might give it an advantage?
So what Ethereum lacks in immutability?
It makes up for inflexibility.
Okay.
It's designed to be more adaptable and responsive to change.
Okay.
Think of it this way. Bitcoin is like this fortress.
Okay.
Super strong, but really hard to modify.
Right.
Ethereum is more like a nimble ship that can change course quickly.
So if there's a quantum storm coming, Ethereum can steer clear.
Wow, that's one way to look at it.
I like that.
Yeah, and Ethereum's already gone through some major upgrades.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, like that transition to Ethereum 2.0.
Yeah, Ethereum 2.0.
And they're constantly exploring new solutions.
So they're not just sitting around waiting.
No, they're actively preparing.
For this quantum apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
And this brings us to the concept of post-quantum cryptography, which is basically the next generation of encryption that's designed to be resistant to these quantum attacks.
Okay, that does sound promising. Yeah. Tell me more about this post-quantum cryptography. Is this like a silver bullet against quantum computers?
It's not a magic bullet.
Okay.
But it's our best shot.
Right.
So essentially, post-quantum cryptography uses completely different mathematical approaches to create encryption that even quantum computers should struggle to break.
So we're changing the locks entirely.
Exactly.
Those quantum master keys won't work anymore.
Exactly right.
So researchers are exploring all kinds of promising approaches.
Yeah, and some are even being implemented already.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, give me an example.
Okay.
What are some of these approaches and how do they work?
So one that's really interesting is called lattice-based cryptography. Okay. And it uses these complex mathematical structures called lattices to create problems that are incredibly difficult for even quantum computers to solve.
Okay.
It's like, imagine trying to navigate a maze with billions of possible paths.
So you're creating problems that are so complex
that
even with that speed advantage, quantum computers would just get lost.
Exactly. They just get lost in the maze.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah. And then another promising one is hash-based signatures.
Okay.
So this one uses cryptographic hash functions to create digital signatures that are believed to be resistant to these quantum attacks.
Okay, so it's kind of like creating a unique fingerprints for each transaction that's impossible to forge.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so we've got these intricate mazes and unique fingerprints, both designed to keep those quantum code breakers out.
Give them away.
But are these solutions actually being implemented?
Yeah, they are.
Or are we just talking about theory here?
No, it's happening right now.
Really?
It's a race against time, though.
Oh, wow.
So developers are working hard
to
integrate these post-quantum solutions into both Bitcoin and Ethereum.
And this is where Ethereum's agility might give it an edge, right?
Potentially, yeah.
They're known for being quicker.
Yeah, much quicker.
To adapt and implement changes.
Right. Ethereum's governance structure is a lot more flexible, so they can make changes and implement these upgrades more efficiently.
But even with that faster pace,
there
are still challenges for Ethereum, right?
Oh, there are definitely challenges.
Like what?
One big one is just the complexity of implementing these solutions correctly and securely.
Right.
If it's not done right, it could introduce new vulnerabilities.
Oh, no.
Yeah, or create incompatibilities with existing systems.
So it's not as simple as just saying...
No, not at all.
Okay, we're quantum proof now.
No, you can't just flip a switch.
So it requires...
It takes careful planning, rigorous testing, and coordination across the whole ecosystem.
And what about Bitcoin?
Well...
Can that fortress adapt quickly enough?
That is the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
Because remember, Bitcoin's strength comes from that decentralized, consensus-driven nature.
Yeah.
But that same structure can make it really challenging to implement those swift changes.
So even though Bitcoin has this strong track record,
it does.
Security, its rigidity could be a major liability in this race to adapt to the quantum era.
Right, and that raises the stakes for both of them. We're talking about the future of digital currency, the future of decentralized finance, and the future of trust in the digital age.
Okay, so we've talked about the quantum threat, the vulnerabilities of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and these potential solutions that are on the horizon.
Yeah.
But let's get down to brass tacks. Yeah, let's get to the point.
After looking at both sides, who comes out ahead in this debate?
You know, it's not a simple answer.
Okay.
It's like asking which is a better vehicle.
Okay.
A tank or a speedboat.
Uh-huh.
They both have their strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
And the best choice really depends on the terrain you're navigating.
Okay. I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin is the tank.
Yeah.
Built for stability and security, but maybe not so maneuverable.
Right.
And Ethereum is that speedboat.
Exactly.
Quick and adaptable, but potentially more vulnerable.
Yeah. If you hit some rough seas.
Yeah, to rough seas.
Exactly.
So in the context of this quantum threat, Ethereum's adaptability could be a major advantage.
That'd be huge.
They might be able to implement these post-quantum solutions more quickly and efficiently.
Almost more efficiently.
But that doesn't mean Bitcoin is doomed, right?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
Bitcoin has a massive network
a dedicated community and a proven track record.
Right.
So if they can overcome the challenges of implementing these new solutions, they could still maintain their position as a leading cryptocurrency.
So it all comes down to how quickly they can adapt.
Exactly.
And how effectively they can implement these solutions.
It all comes down to that.
The next few years are going to be critical.
They are going to be critical.
Will Bitcoin evolve?
Yeah, will it?
Can Ethereum maintain its lead?
Right. Can it stay ahead?
This race is just getting started.
It's just the beginning.
And the outcome is going to have huge GE implications.
Oh, yeah. Massive.
For the whole crypto landscape.
The whole thing.
That's what makes this debate so captivating.
Yeah, it is.
It's not just about technology.
Right. It's bigger than that.
It's about the future of finance and trust in the digital world.
Exactly. And this is where things get really interesting for our listeners.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not super into crypto, this situation shows this much bigger shift.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're entering an era where the very idea of security is being redefined.
Wow.
Quantum computing is making us question everything we thought we knew about protecting information and making sure there's trust in the digital world.
So it's not just about Bitcoin and Ethereum.
No, it's bigger.
It's about the security of everything online.
That's exactly right.
Wow. So this quantum challenge to crypto is like this canary in the coal mine.
Yeah, a warning sign.
For the entire digital world.
It's a wake-up call for everyone.
It is.
It's forcing us to confront the fact that the systems we rely on today might not be enough in this quantum era.
And it's pushing us.
It is pushing us.
To come up with new solutions.
Yeah, more robust solutions.
That are stronger.
Exactly.
So this isn't just a problem for crypto people to worry about.
It's for everyone.
This is something we all need to be paying attention to.
Absolutely. And it's not just about being aware of the problem.
Okay.
It's about being part of the solution.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What can we do?
Well, it starts with education.
Okay.
Understanding what quantum computing means and supporting the development of these post-quantum solutions.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
This deep dive has really sparked my curiosity.
I'm glad.
I want to learn more.
Yeah, there's so much to learn.
And I bet our listeners do too.
Oh, for sure.
And there are tons of resources out there.
Yeah.
Articles, research papers, online communities, all dedicated to this fascinating topic.
It's fascinating.
So it's not just about waiting to see what happens.
Yeah.
It's about actively engaging
getting
with these developments and contributing to the conversation.
Exactly. Get out there and talk about it.
And who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe one of our listeners will be the one to come up with the next big breakthrough.
It could be anyone.
In post-quantum security.
That's what I love about this.
I know, me too.
It's so exciting.
It's not just about understanding what is.
Right.
It's about imagining what could be.
Exactly. And that brings us to a final thought for our listeners to think about. We've talked about this quantum threat, this race to adapt the technology solutions.
Yeah.
But on a deeper level, quantum computing makes us rethink what trust and security even mean.
That's a big one.
It is in this digital world.
Wow. What does it even mean to trust?
That's a great question.
In a world where the rules are constantly changing.
Yeah, where everything's shifting.
This has been an incredible journey.
It has.
We started with this simple question.
Yeah.
Which crypto is safer in a quantum world.
Yeah, in this quantum future.
And we ended up exploring the future of trust and security for everyone.
That's the beauty of knowledge.
I know.
It expands and it challenges us. Yeah.
To see the world in new ways.
To all our listeners out there, stay curious, keep exploring, and don't be afraid to ask those big questions.
Ask the big questions.
The answers might just surprise you.
They really might.
That's a wrap for today.
Great episode.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yes. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Into the quantum future of crypto.
It's not a magic bullet, but it's our best shot.
Okay.
So post-quantum cryptography uses completely different math to create encryption that even quantum computers should have trouble breaking.
So it's like we're changing the locks.
Exactly.
And those quantum master keys are useless.
Yeah, they won't work anymore.
Okay, so what kinds of approaches are we talking about?
Right, so researchers are exploring a bunch of different approaches.
Okay.
And some are already being used.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Okay, so give me an example.
Sure. So one that's really cool is called lattice-based cryptography. lattice-based cryptography.
Yeah, and it uses these complex mathematical structures called lattices.
Lattices.
Yeah, to create problems that are super hard, even for quantum computers to solve.
Wow, so it's like, imagine trying to get through a maze.
Exactly, a maze.
With billions of paths.
Yeah, billions of paths.
So even with that speed, quantum computers get lost.
You just get totally lost.
That's a really good way to think about it.
Yeah, and then another one that's promising is hash-based signatures.
Hash-based signatures.
This one uses cryptographic hash functions to create digital signatures.
Right.
That should be resistant to quantum attacks.
Okay, so it's like each transaction has this unique fingerprint.
Exactly, a unique fingerprint.
That can't be forged.
Yeah, it's basically impossible.
So we've got these mazes, we've got these fingerprints, all designed to keep those quantum computers out.
Keep them away. But are these actually being put into practice?
Yeah, they're being implemented right now.
Really?
It's a race against time, though.
Wow.
So developers are working really hard to get these post-quantum solutions into both Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay, so this is where Ethereum's agility might give it an edge.
It could. It really could.
They're known for being faster.
Way faster.
At adapting and making changes.
Yeah, their governance structure is more flexible.
Okay.
So they can make changes and implement these upgrades much more easily.
But even with that speed, there are still challenges.
Oh, yeah.
For Ethereum, for sure. Like, what kind of challenges?
Well, one big challenge is just how complex it is to actually implement these solutions correctly and securely.
Right, because if it's not done right...
Yeah, you could end up with new vulnerabilities.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, or you could create incompatibility with the systems we already have.
So it's not as easy as just saying...
No, you can't just flip a switch.
Okay, we're quantum proof.
It takes a lot of work.
So it requires...
It requires careful planning, testing everything out, and then getting everyone to work together.
Coordinating.
Yeah, across the whole ecosystem.
And what about Bitcoin?
Right, what about Bitcoin?
Can it adapt quickly enough?
That's the big question.
Yeah.
Because Bitcoin's strength is that it's decentralized.
Right.
And it's driven by consensus.
Right.
But that same structure makes it hard to change things quickly.
So even though Bitcoin's got this great track record...
It does.
The security?
Yeah, it's been very secure.
Its rigidity.
Yeah, its inflexibility.
Could actually be a problem.
Yeah, a big point.
In this race against quantum computers.
Right. And that raises the stakes for both Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay.
Because we're talking about the future of money.
Digital currency.
Yeah, digital currency.
The future of decentralized finance is the future of trust in this digital world.
And that's what makes this so interesting.
It's fascinating.
To our listeners.
I know.
Because this situation really highlights this huge shift that's happening.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're entering this era where the idea of security is being completely redefined.
Wow.
Quantum computing is making us question everything we thought we knew about protecting information and keeping things safe online.
So it's not just about Bitcoin and Ethereum.
No, it's much bigger.
It's about the security of everything online.
That's exactly it.
So this quantum challenge to crypto is kind of like this warning sign.
It's like a canary in the coal mine.
For the entire digital world.
Yeah, for everything online.
It's a wake-up call.
It really is.
It's making us realize that the systems we rely on today might not be good enough in this quantum future.
And it's pushing us to come up with better solutions.
Solutions that are stronger.
Exactly. More robust.
So this is a problem for all of us.
Yes. Every single one of us.
We all need to be paying attention.
Absolutely. And it's not enough.
Okay.
To just know about the problem.
So what can we do?
We need to be part of the solution.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
How can we be part of the solution?
Well, it starts with learning.
Education.
Yeah, education. Understanding what quantum computing means and supporting the development of these new post-quantum solutions.
You know what? This deep dive has made me really curious.
That's great.
I want to learn more.
There's so much out there to explore.
I know, and I bet our listeners do too.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's so much information available.
Yeah, tons of resources.
Articles, research, papers, online community.
Yeah, people talking about this.
So it's not just about sitting back and waiting.
We need to be active.
We need to engage with all of this.
Yeah, get involved.
And be part of the conversation.
Talk about it with people.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe one of our listeners will come up with the next big breakthrough.
It could happen.
In post-quantum security.
That's what I love about this.
I know, me too.
It's so exciting.
It's not just about what is.
No.
It's about what could be.
Exactly. And that leads us to our final thought.
Okay.
For everyone listening. So we've talked about the quantum threat.
The race to adapt.
The
solutions.
Yeah, all the tech solutions.
But there's a deeper level here.
Right.
Quantum computing really makes us rethink.
It does.
What trust and security even mean.
It changes everything.
In this digital age.
Yeah, in this digital world.
What does it even mean to trust?
It's a good question.
When everything's changing.
When all the rules are changing. It's about everything online. Think about online banking.
Right. Yeah, e-commerce communications.
Yeah.
All of that relies on encryption that could be vulnerable.
Wow. So this quantum challenge to crypto?
Yeah.
It's like a warning for the whole digital world.
It's a huge wake-up call for everyone.
It really is.
It makes us think about the fact that the systems we depend on today might not be enough.
Yeah.
When quantum computers are everywhere.
In the quantum era.
Right. And it's pushing us to develop those new solutions.
Better solutions.
Right. Solutions that are stronger.
That are more robust.
Exactly. So this isn't just a crypto problem.
No.
It's everyone's problem.
This is something we all need to pay attention to.
We all need to be paying attention.
Yeah, and it's not enough to just be aware of it.
We have to be part of the solution.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
How can we be part of the solution?
It starts with learning.
Education.
Exactly. Understanding what quantum computing is all about.
Okay.
And supporting the development
of these new post-quantum solutions.
This deep dive has really made me want to learn more.
I'm glad.
I'm sure our listeners do too.
Me too.
And there's so much information out there.
Oh, yeah. So many resources.
Articles, research papers,
yeah,
online communities where people are discussing all this.
It's a fascinating topic.
So we shouldn't just wait and see what happens.
No, we have to get involved.
We need to engage with all these developments.
Be part of the conversation.
Yeah. And who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe one of our listeners will come up with that next big breakthrough.
It's possible.
In post-quantum security.
Exactly. And that brings us to one final thought for our listeners.
All right.
We've talked about the quantum threat and the race to adapt.
We've talked about solutions.
Oh, the tech solution.
But there's something deeper here.
Right.
Quantum computing makes us think about...
It really does.
What trust and security even...
It makes us rethink those concepts.
In a digital world.
Yeah, in this digital age.
So what does it mean to trust?
That's the question.
In a world where everything's changing.
Where the rules are constantly shifting.
That's a great question to leave everyone with.
It is. It makes you think.
This has been a really incredible journey.
It has been.
We started with this simple question.
Yeah.
Which crypto is safer?
Which one is safer?
In this quantum world?
Right.
And we ended up exploring the future of trust.
For everyone.
For everyone.
It's amazing how that happens.
I know. It's the beauty of knowledge.
It expands and it challenges us to see the world in new ways.
So to all our listeners out there.
Yeah, to everyone listening.
Stay curious. Keep exploring.
Keep learning.
And don't be afraid.
Yeah.
To ask those big questions.
Ask the tough questions.
You might be surprised by the answers.
You never know what you'll discover.
And that's a wrap for today.
It is.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Into the quantum future of crypto.